Lucy, I love you.
We all know that, Jet. Messing around with your cousin, it's all well and good for kids, but it's not a sustainable long-term sexual practice, you know?
What'd you say?
Mastered the ways of feeling down. Happiness leaves whenever I come around. The only way I feel is when I'm feeling sound. Feeling my feet on the ground. 'Cause I got the music. Can you feel it? I got the music in my soul.
Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. Yeah, I know. I bet y'all didn't expect a post-apocalyptic double feature, especially from Mr. Consistently Inconsistent.
Yep, that's me.
But alas, I'm here giving out candy early. Now look, I'm gonna start this off by saying this right out flat. I have never played a Fallout game in my life. Hell, I'm not even that big of a fan of the damn franchise. I don't play that nerd shit. I play real games. Games that I know when the hoes come over, they about to be all over me.
He's lying! He's lying! He's lying! He's lying!
The most I've seen in terms of gameplay for a damn Fallout game is watching a streamer play New Vegas for a couple hours. So for the very first time on the channel, I am covering a franchise that is truly not in my area of expertise. I don't know much lore. I don't know any Easter eggs. This time around, I'm basically the equivalent of trying to get your parents to watch an anime for the first time. I don't know jack about none of this. So if I missed a key detail from one of the 11 games in the franchise, god damn, then I'm sorry. I'm just a little goofy goober, man, that's all. The games do look like my cup of tea though. My right kind of flavor. Yeah. But I'd be lying if I said I started this show for the most genuine of story for story's sake reasons. It's like, yeah, the vibes look cool. Like I said in my most recent video on Heavenly Illusion, the post-apocalyptic genre is one of my secret kinks. I really like those stories, but I'll be honest, I did not watch this show because I gave a damn about Fallout.
Hi, what's your name?
Ella?
Who do you play?
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom.
This is a safe space, so I want to share. I started this show because
My rock and my stick.
I love you. I want to take you away from all of this.
I think that Ella Purnell is a very pretty lady, and I don't mind watching her walk around wastelands looking cute, friendly, and confused on my TV for 8 episodes at a time. I'm sorry. But despite my intentions going into this show, I have some good news. Despite getting snubbed like crazy in a lot of major categories at the Emmys, I do have something to report. Something you're gonna be very happy to hear if you're a fan of video games. I think Fallout has officially shown me that the video game adaptation curse is truly lifted. Now hear me out. We got the Cyberpunk anime that won Anime of the Year 2 years ago. And I wouldn't put it past them if they eventually bring that world into a live action setting eventually. Give them time, they'll do that shit. Of course you got Pokemon, the GOAT of video game adaptations. Still doing stuff. What is that?
What? Yeah, what is this? What happened?
Yeah, I'll come back to you later. Of course, Castlevania, from what I hear, is still beloved by their fandom. The Sonic franchise is on a fucking run from video games to TV shows to movies. And And can I just say, Paramount, please, as one of the 5, count them, 5 heavily committed fans of SPO the Chameleon, can you please give my man some love? A cameo, something. We are fucking starving, man. SPO is cool. And then we got The Witcher, which is oh no. Oh god.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Nah, I'm not touching that. We got Arcane, something I will be giving my full attention to in a video next month, don't worry. But the most important thing here is that the live action scene of video game adaptations recently is what's been getting the most attention from me. Of course, The Last of Us, one of my favorite video game stories ever told, was very, very well received in TV show format, but this won't be the last time you'll hear from me about the TV show of The Last of Us not being the end-all be-all for experiencing that story. I've heard that take go around the grapevine, and yeah, I don't really fuck with it. I personally would rather manipulate people into playing the game than watching the show still, I'm not gonna lie. There is just nothing like getting that first time experience with The Last of Us and walking through half of the United States, building a bond with your fictional daughter in the apocalypse. Something I didn't buy as much as its own thing disconnected from the games this time around in the TV show. The performances were incredible, of course, but that's only one of my nitpicks for that show that I will address at a later time. We got the Halo show. Yeah, we gotta wait to see if the Yakuza show is any good. I did hear decent things about that Tomb Raider show, but the point is, despite being carried by animation adaptations, I think the formula of taking video games to a second medium has been proven a success for a while now. It's been moving pretty aight.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll still never forgive y'all for miscasting Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, but that's for another video that I will never make. And then there's the first season of the Emmy-nominated hit show Fallout. An adaptation that feels like a true extension of the games, even coming from somebody who has never played one. I can truly feel through the world building and minute details in the set designs, costume designs, that Fallout as a post-apocalyptic show is very easy for someone who has never heard of a fucking Titus robot before, while also showing love to all you nasty ass goblins that love the source material. And I'll be honest, I'm happy for y'all. I truly am. You deserve this adaptation. It's been a long time coming for you.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
And the showrunners clearly know what they're doing when it comes to the world building. They really make every place you go to in the show feel lived in and absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I had to look up what abominable creature was this even a mutation of. I have never seen this thing before in my life. When did you start existing? The world in Fallout is basically another masterclass in adapting a unique and believable post-apocalyptic society with its own set of lifestyles for everyone, history, and of course a bunch of mysteries for the viewer to uncover through characters that don't get to do as much as others, as well as immersing in the classic everything I know was a lie character arc our main best girl Lucy McClane goes through. I loved how Lucy's introduction basically involved her telling us which Fallout game skills she specializes in.
I also participate in gymnastics club, fencing team C, intermediate phys ed, and I dabble in riflery. Though I'm not very good.
That's such a little cute fan service thing while also staying true to the character work they're setting up with Lucy to show that, yeah, Lucy kind of about that.
Fatality.
And throughout the course of the story, you can see how much of the world around her tests her and how much she's been deceived and bamboozled her entire life. Lucy truly does feel sometimes almost like she really is the playable main character the viewer gets to naively just walk around with, thinking everybody is cool and friendly with, until you eventually get to see how untrustworthy and diabolical the world is.
And, well, because these items technically belong to Vault Tech, it would be safe to assume that you do business with criminals.
And throughout the course of the narrative, her and the viewer become jaded and understand just how messed up humans can really be, despite what you were raised to believe. Imagine finding out you were living in basically a utopia, then your dad shows up, takes you away, and then commits genocide.
Oh, for real? On God? Just like that?
While turning your mother into a Dementor.
Man, that's messed up.
I really like Lucy as a character. She very, very well could have come off so damn annoying. But luckily, she's honestly very endearing.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
It's part of my lingo now. I started about halfway through filming, just like, hello, we're ready for you on set. Okie dokie.
I think most people are kinda a sucker for the bubbly, well-meaning nice girl. And that is the only reason why I like her character. Nothing else. Nothing else at all. Ella Purnell definitely nailed her role as a highly charismatic and positive karma vault dweller. You really just kind of want to sit her down and be like, alright, listen up, little baby. This is how the world really works.
People are like garbage trucks.
Good job, Ella. And I will be watching Sweet Pea later tonight. That show also looks very, very intriguing. Very up my alley. And then we have Maximus Gooden Jr., a member of the Knights of the Brotherhood of Steel, which is basically a military power in the universe. They control mechas. They're kinda incompetent. And I honestly really like how Maximus is characterized. He's kind of suspicious, kind of a poo-poo brain. And on first interpretation, you kind of just feel like he's like a dumb meathead that says stuff like this.
You wanna make my cock explode now?
No.
But in reality, bro just didn't put his stats on intelligence. Maximus truly, when you think about it, is a whole lot more complex than I think fans give him credit for. Which is a testament to the writers. Because it is funny as hell how lucky bro is. An aspect of the character I know for a fact was on purpose to show that his luck stat is all the way maxed out. Because some of the quinky dinks he finds himself getting out of is very, very funny. I think that deep down, Maximus wants to be a noble and good person and save people like he envisioned. Be the hero man of the story that he always thought he could be. Come to find out that the organization he looked up to as a kid wants none of those things. You can clearly see the contrast between him and Lucy and how they see the world. But to be honest, Lucy kind of contrasts everybody's worldview. And I'm very, very interested to see where season 2 will take him. Because he could go a couple of different ways. And then of course,
I bet that outfit makes y'all feel like a big man, don't it? There was only one problem with it. There was a flaw in the welding, just below the chest plate. I wonder if they fix that in this new model. I guess not.
Now, if Lucy is your blind playthrough and Maximus is your second evil playthrough that you can't really fully commit to in the world, then the Ghoul is you coming back a third time with all the knowledge, skill, and wisdom you obtained throughout your last 2 runs. Lucy is kinda perfect as the introductory POV character, just like the Ghoul was the perfect bridge between the past and the future, which is why he's the one we get to experience the bombs going off for the first time in the first scene of the show. My man had to go through over 200 years of doing side quests so he can properly solo Vault Tech if needed. I think it is so damn cool that all 3 of the main leads of the show kinda get what they want, but in very, very twisted ways. Cooper wished that he could be a real cowboy and stop acting like he's a cowboy, and by getting that dream, he has to lose his daughter, his evil ass wife, and the world has to blow up. But hey, now he gets to be that cowboy. Lucy starts off the show as a really wholesome and all around just good person that her dad raised her to be. And once he gets kidnapped, all she wants is just to find him, rescue him. But once she gets what she wants, she finds out that everything she's known up until now has been a lie, and how he was never the man that he pretended to be. And all Maximus wanted was to just be accepted by the Brotherhood. And by the last episode, you can clearly see on his face that he doesn't want this shit anymore. He just wants Ella Purnell. And I'll be honest, same bro. He really like me for real. The Ghoul is a lot of people's favorite piece of the show, and for good reasons. Getting to see how a loving husband, father, actor could become such a hurt and bitter monster who would hurt and kill anybody he has to, which is understandable once you really find out why he continues to live, was to eventually finally get his get back against the evil organization that destroyed everything he knew and loved. Like I said, the one thing you're gonna really like in this story is of course getting to see the change in Lucy's perception of the world and how her naivete kinda softens the Ghoul's nihilism throughout the course of all their interactions. And when the Ghoul finally comes face to face with Hank,
You want another autograph, young Henry? Feo fuerte y famo. Now I've waited over 200 years to ask somebody one question. Where's my fucking family?
you can tell in that moment that it wasn't the Ghoul asking where his family was. It was Cooper Howard asking where his family was. And you can feel that through Walton Goggins' performance. Now look, I love me some Hiroyuki Sanada as much as the next man, but I don't know. I think my man kinda got snubbed. That's just me though. And the show ends very open-ended for the viewer to anticipate what comes next in season 2. Now that Lucy and the Ghoul are working together to go and find her evil ass dad. This is just a good show, man. It's sweet, to the point, and for once, I'm not watching an amazing first season of a show, dreading the fact that the producers want to shit out a season 2. For the first time in a while, I actually want a season 2, because there's more story to tell here, and you better believe my nerd ass will be there. Make some room, Fallout fans. You have one new member joining your army.
Take it back to ones.
Nipples are full of him.
I want to spend my life savings on this. I want to abandon all financial responsibility and dump it in here.
Did you tell me this was over? There ain't no use talking it over. Why didn't you try to tell me sooner?